My name is Ifeanyi, and I want to welcome you to Ifeanyi's Learn Trail. Today on our Learn Trail, we're going to learn how to move an Oracle data into Microsoft SQL Server. And I'm going to be working with the HR schema in Oracle database. In the HR schema, I'll be working with the employees table. I'm going to get a collection of data from employees table and move it into a table inside Microsoft SQL Server and within a particular database inside Microsoft SQL Server. To achieve this objective, we'll need two things: the Oracle database, the Microsoft SQL Server. In my system, I have Oracle installed inside it. To be precise, I'm using Oracle 11G Express Edition, and I have Microsoft SQL Server 2008 R2 installed inside it. I'll also need the Microsoft Business Intelligence Studio. This I already have installed in my system. So to get started, let me show you some of these tools I'll be using. Here is my Microsoft SQL Server R2, and here is the Business Intelligence Development Studio that I will be using for this Learn Trail. Here is the Oracle Database 11G Express Edition that I will also be using for this Learn Trail. I will have to start off my Oracle 11G. To start that up is quite easy. As you can see, there are tools here to have it started. So all I have to do is say Start Database. As you can see, my Oracle instance has started up successfully. So the first part is done, which is starting up the Oracle database. The next thing I'm going to do is to go into my Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio and create a database that will receive the data I'll be moving from Oracle into Microsoft SQL Server. To do that, I'll have to go to Start once again, and from Start I'm going to move to Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. This is it here, but I do not want to take that shortcut, so I'm going to go into its location right here. That's Microsoft SQL Server, and here you have it. I'll simply wait up for my Microsoft SQL Server 2008 R2 Management Studio to come up, and then I log in. To remind you, the reason why I'm going into the SQL Server 2008 Management Studio is to create a database. Inside the Management SQL Server, there I'm going to create a database which will be called Oracle Data Receiver. That is what I'm going to do. So as you can see, that is the new database window there. So all I need to do is enter the database name, which I have done, and the next thing I have to do is to click OK. Quite simple, isn't it? There you have it, Oracle Data Receiver database in Microsoft SQL Server have been created. Now that I have the database created in Microsoft SQL Server, I can now close this Management Studio and commence with the creation of the project. Now we can move ahead to the creation of the project in the Business Intelligence Studio. To do that is easy. It simply involves to drag, drop, set, and run. Those 4 things. So I'm going to call up my Business Intelligence Studio. This is it here. There you have it. This is my Business Intelligence Studio. That's Visual Studio actually 2008. So what I'm going to do is simple. Create a new project. You could do the same with me. Click on File. Click on New. You click on Project. Excuse me. So at this moment, the kind of project we're actually creating is an integration services project. So we're going to be integrating a project. All you have to do is click on here. You can see we are within the Business Intelligence project. You move down to Integration Services project. Because actually we're integrating Oracle with what? Microsoft SQL Server. That's correct. So I'll simply name it Oracle SQL Server. How you say that? That's a nice name, right? I've named it Oracle to SQL Server. That's the project. The next thing I'm going to do is simple. I'll click OK. So I'll have this Integration Services project created. Great, I now have my new project created. As you can see, I have the Oracle to SQL Server. And at this point, I can move a step further. All I need to do now is to create a data source that will connect to the Oracle database, and also I will have to create a connection manager that will connect to Microsoft SQL Server. So I'm going to have 2 connection managers, one to the Oracle database and the other one to Microsoft SQL Server. Is that difficult to do? I don't think so. In fact, this entire project is not difficult to do. It's simple integration services. So how are we going to go about doing this? Move your mouse down to data source. That's data source. You right click on it. That's it right there. That is it. And then you click on new data source. This is the new data source. All I'm going to do is click on next within the wizard, and I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to create a new data source connection. Okay, this data source connection manager is going to form is going to be used for connecting to the Oracle database. So I'm going to pick a provider for an Oracle client. This is Oracle client here. You can see that. I'll pick Oracle client and then I'll pick OK. The next thing I'm going to do is define my server. In this case, my Oracle database server, which is the Express edition, is inside my system. So I'll define its location, 127.0.0.1. Easy, right? And I'm going to use the default account I've got here, which is system. And the password I created for it. And I'm going to test my connection. Cool, I love this. So I can click OK. There you have it. It is selected there, so I'll need to name it. So the next thing I'll do is simply click next. That is it, there it has a name. Oracle Connection Manager. That's what I'm going to call it. You can see that? And I'm done with the first.